A neuron is a specialized cell that transmits nerve impulses, making it the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is responsible for receiving, processing, and transmitting information throughout the body, enabling communication between different parts of the body and the brain. A neuron has three main parts: cell body, soma or cyton contains the nucleus and cytoplasm, which maintain the neuron's metabolism. It integrates incoming signals and generates nerve impulses. Dendrites, short, branched extensions from the cell body. They receive signals, nerve impulses, from other neurons and convey them toward the cell body. An axon, a long single extension that carries nerve impulses away from the cell body toward other neurons, muscles, or glands. The axon is covered by a myelin sheath in myelinated neurons, which acts as an insulator and speeds up impulse transmission. The sheath is interrupted at intervals called nodes of Ranvier, which help in faster conduction through saltatory conduction. At the end of the axon, there are axon terminals that release chemical messengers called neurotransmitters into the synapse, the gap between two neurons, facilitating communication with the next neuron. Sensory neurons, afferent, carry signals from sensory organs, skin, eyes, ears to the brain and spinal cord. Motor neurons, efferent, transmit signals from the brain and spinal cord to muscles and glands, triggering responses. Interneurons, association neurons, connect sensory and motor neurons within the brain and spinal cord, processing information. Dendrites receive signals from sensory receptors or other neurons. The cell body integrates these signals and, if strong enough, generates an electrical impulse. The electrical impulse travels down the axon. At the axon terminals, neurotransmitters are released into the synapse, transmitting the signal to the next neuron, muscle, or gland. The synapse is a microscopic gap between the axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrite of another. Electrical impulses cannot cross this gap directly. Instead, neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, dopamine, and serotonin are released from the axon terminal, cross the synapse, and bind to receptors on the next neuron, continuing the transmission.